Breathe deep, the cooling air, sun setting tonight. You gotta make your mark, load up on the road, intent, one last look in the mirror. They're gonna know your name, somebody's gonna take a second look. Too cool to joystick or any angle, hypersexual serial beast. Wear it on your sleeve, hey baby, do you like it kind of raw, or do you like it?
Good evening, welcome to another edition of PCW, PowerBomb Championship Wrestling. I'm Norm Waymer along with Andy Shane, and we're just 8 days out from March Mayhem. It's March the 22nd, International Boxing Club, 525 Earlwood Avenue, where a whole mess of things are going down.
I still haven't gotten over last week's, if you will, interview from the Pharaoh.
If you will.
That wasn't even a dusty.
Rhodes, if you will.
That wasn't even a dusty, if you will. I'm still somewhat creeped out by our giant Pharaoh interview. How do you like to meet him in a dark alley? You know.
How'd you like to meet him in the ring?
Well, that may happen sooner or later. I tell you, I'm not looking forward to it, but we'll have to see him actually get some matches in. But that just was something to behold.
You know, there was the old, we saw a clip of Muhammad Ali last week, and it reminded me of the old George Foreman thing where he said everybody's got a plan until they get hit.
Well, that's the way it works.
Some
of us get hit so often, though, we don't actually know what's going on as we're getting hit. It's just another day at the office.
Might go into a with a plan against the giant Pharaoh or Broderick Shaw or Phil Nitro Monahan or whatever, but it all changes once you get hit.
There's your plan there is just surviving.
Because people still ask me, you going to get in the ring again? Going to get in the ring again? And I'm like, have you seen some of the guys we got? That would be a no.
It's like a trip to the zoo around PCW, isn't it?
Man, it's just like a trip to the dinosaur museum.
Lions.
These guys are huge.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Wow. Let's give a shout out to our sponsors and one of our newest ones from Nick and Jimmy's. We appreciate you very much getting on board. Also, the Mike Seeger's Red Wing Shoes on Reynolds Road. I know you want to do a boot of the week.
Boot of the week, yes.
Segment. We'll see if Mike will get on board with that. It's because Andy's looking forward to beating somebody with a boot.
I think it just needs to be done.
Seaway Marketplace on the corner of Bancroft and Cherry. What we want to do is like bring in some of their fried chicken out of their deli and just sit here and eat it during the show.
Well, if we have to do that, we have to do that. There are some just horrible things we have to do sometimes, and that may be one of them.
It is a jewel in that part of the inner city, and we appreciate you being on as well. Also, the Toledo Academy of Beauty, the beer stew, we also appreciate them as well. So.
And Somerset Bingo Hall.
And Somerset Bingo Hall, and which is another place you can get tickets. You get tickets there. You can also get tickets at the Lucky 7. You can get them at PCWexcitement.com.
Or at the door at the IBC.
Yep, absolutely. All right. We got a great show for you on tap. We're going to show you Phil Nitro Monahan's defense of his PCW heavyweight title against Malice. We'll do that a little bit later on. We're going to start off with this guy, as a matter of fact, in the ring against James Alexander.
And here we go, once again, running with these young guys, doing everything we can just to keep going.
You got tested.
Yeah,
big time.
This guy's amazing, and he's going places, that's all I can say. And
you got tested big time.
Justin Maine has an issue with him, and it's going to be an incredible match between those two when it happens, but this James Alexander's for real.
But what you're going to see in this match is the difference between winning and losing is just razor thin.
That's all it is. It's just a matter of positioning.
It's a great match. Andy Shane against James Alexander.
PCW PowerBomb Championship Wrestling, Sean Boomer Bratton ringside along with Norm Waymer, and we know that James Alexander, not that long ago, Norm, was challenging with his partner Justin Maine for the PCW Tag Team titles. Things didn't go the way James Alexander wanted in that match, and what happened after the fact was he laid out Justin Maine with a pile driver. Justin Maine out. We're hoping to get him back into action soon because he wants revenge. We've spoken with him in the hospital, but now I guess trying to get that revenge in the place of Justin Maine is Andy Shane.
If you lose a tag match and you end up pile driving your partner, tag team wrestling may not be for you.
No. There might have been some other underlying issues there beforehand. I don't know.
You may not have the team spirit that is necessary.
No.
And Justin Maine's been laid up with a severe concussion from that pile driver.
And I know in speaking with Justin Maine, he wants nothing more than to get that opportunity against James Alexander, and I'm sure that's going to happen at some point whenever Justin Maine is medically cleared and able to do so. But I tell you what, James Alexander has his hands full right now with a former champion, both in the singles and tag team division, Andy Shane. And James Alexander, one of the most brash, one of the cockiest individuals I've ever come across in pro wrestling.
Oh, look at that.
Just dumps Andy Shane right to the outside, but Shane's going to have none of that.
Yeah, he landed on his feet.
Now look at that, Andy Shane.
He's going to say, all right, this is how you do it.
Head first into that top turnbuckle. And always good to see Dr. Jerry Graham with Andy Shane as well.
This is a very important match, and I'll tell you why. Because Andy Shane being a two-time former PCW champion. Uh-oh, what do we got here? Oh!
Goes all the way down with that slam, and he's right on top for the cover, but Alexander kicks out at 2.
Being a two-time former PCW champion, he's on the verge of a title shot at any time. If you beat him, you're in that same boat.
Exactly.
I mean, you have moved yourself right up to the top of the rankings.
Although I'm pretty sure at this point then that James Alexander would like to focus on singles gold versus tag team gold.
Well, Andy Shane's got a bullseye on his back, whether he's got a title or not.
Well, Andy Shane's one of those guys, yes, that when you think of PowerBomb Championship Wrestling, you think of Andy Shane, and yes, you want to have that win over him. You want to make that statement victory.
He is going to be a top 5 contender. He could win gold on any given night. He is elite here in PowerBomb Championship Wrestling. He's where James Alexander wants to get to.
And here's a guy, Norm, a year and a half ago coming off of that severe injury to his shoulder where we thought he was never going to be able to wrestle again, for crying out loud.
He tore the pectoral muscle off the bone of his right arm. They had to go in, make an incision long enough for the surgeon to get 2 hands inside there to unroll it, which had rolled up underneath, and then screw it back to the bone.
And
doctors told him he wasn't going to wrestle again.
He was told, and here's the craziest thing about that. Well, there's a lot of crazy things about that scenario. Is when it happened, he was in the middle of a wrestling match, finished that match. A lot of guys would have said, hey, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. He not only finished the match, but now is back in the ring competing at a high level.
I mean, we've posted the surgical scars pictures. We're not telling you a tale here. And doctors told him he wasn't going to wrestle again. Well, he's here.
And Andy Shane knows that his opponents are going to zero in on that particular area.
No question.
They know it's a weakness, but Andy Shane, it's going to take a lot to put him away.
And whether you like James Alexander or you don't, he's very aggressive, and he's not going to let rules stand in his way of winning a match.
No, the guy believes in himself.
Well, if I looked like that, I'd believe in myself too.
Well, exactly. Yes, you're going to have a lot of self-confidence if you look like that.
He's a fitness instructor.
And you can tell. And James Alexander really feeling things right now. And
I mean, how would you like to have him be your fitness instructor?
Man, if you're not able to get that last rep out,
tell him you're not going to do what he tells you to do.
Exactly. He's setting the standard pretty high, let's put it that way. And Shane trying to fight back, a couple of punches into the middle, backs Alexander back up into that corner now. And if you want to brawl, Andy Shane's going to brawl. He has no problem with that.
Well, and Andy's been 20-plus years in the ring, and then you got Dr. Jerry Graham outside the ring who's been around this business some 40 years.
And James Alexander, though, just able to kind of use that forward momentum of Andy Shane, dropping him headfirst into that middle turnbuckle.
If you're James Alexander, you got to deal with all that. And that's a lot to deal with. Doesn't look intimidated, though, does he?
No, not at all. I mean, you're looking at a guy now who, again, he believes in himself, he believes that he belongs, and he believes that he needs to be in that upper echelon here in PowerBomb Championship Wrestling.
Because you know what James Alexander's going to try and do. He's going to try to wear the older guy down.
And just back and forth between these two, just back and forth. Punches back and forth. There's that knee into the middle. Takes so much to put away Andy Shane, but there's a lot of fight in James Alexander.
Oh, look at that chop. Did you hear that?
Now you got everything on that one.
Now here's the thing. I've seen Andy Shane go an hour before.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
His cardio is unbelievable. Oh,
And there's a reversal on that knife edge. You threw another one in just for good measure. Oh, one-handed on that one. Looks like Alexander's going to be sent in. There's that whip in. He ducks a clothesline, stops, drop kick.
right in the chin.
And there's a nice nip up.
Right in the chin. Here comes Dr. Jerry Graham.
Hit that Japanese-style drop kick and was able to, since he was on his back, just nip right up. Now he's on top. Might have waited too long, and Andy Shane too close to those ropes and was able to grab onto that bottom rope to break the count.
James Alexander is smart. He grabbed the leg that was closest to the rope and hooked that leg, but Andy Shane was close enough to grab it with his hand.
Yeah, you want to talk smarts, let's talk Andy Shane.
Ain't much he hasn't seen.
Snapmares him over. Now just really, really going to town now with that rear chin lock. And you can see he has his weight on top of him. Cravat maybe at this point if he can interlace those fingers. Looks like he has the cravat cinched in right now. It's just a really unique way to put a lot of torque and a lot of pressure on that neck.
I'm not sure there's anybody in any locker room anywhere that eats, sleeps, and breathes this business more than Andy Shane does.
And look at that, knowing what his counter is going to be, just going into that exposed middle. But he snap-mared over again. And that kick right into the small of the back, you could hear that throughout the arena here at the IBC.
You want to be a professional wrestler? Did you hear that?
Yeah, there you go. And now back into that cravat. And you can see that forearm right underneath that chin, trying to cut that airflow off. But Andy Shane, who's doing whatever he can to get out of this as he spins his body around, as he tries to get back up to his feet. He's on his knees now. If he can work himself back up, he does have a chance here. Point of the elbow into the middle. Now that palm into the middle. Snap-mared once over again, and there's that kick right into that back.
And I can't tell you how much it hurts. Back, the neck. You start working the neck too, you can start losing feeling in your arms. I'm not sure if that's part of the plan here, but that can happen. Missed with the kick.
Well, if he had connected with that, it was all over, but Andy Shane ducks.
Got a hold of that one.
Has some more firepower left.
He's not done either.
No, he's not. He's feeling it right now. He's feeling good. And Alexander is reeling. And there's a big drop kick. Alexander goes down. He snap-mares Alexander over. What is he going to do now?
Oh, how about a little of his own medicine?
Maybe another one? Nope. Rolls him on over, though. Almost like a modified camel clutch here, but only one side is cinched in. And he lets go with that.
Andy Shane studies jiu-jitsu too.
Guy does a little bit of everything. Can bring so many unique fighting styles to each and every match, whether it be the top rope or more of a ground and pound. Really hard to prepare for. James Alexander, though, has done a nice job of that. Shane is backed in, moves out of the way, though, as Alexander misfires. Andy Shane catches him. And you know, pretty much, Norm, for the most part, Dr. Jerry Graham has kind of let this match unfold on its own. Drives the elbow in. Mares him out of the corner. Some momentum off of the ropes. Senton just drives all of his weight onto James Alexander, and he's right in the perfect position for a pin, but Alexander's able to kick out.
I'm not only amazed at the pace of this match, but I'm also amazed that Andy Shane can still wrestle at this pace.
Yeah, there's really been no let-up from either one of these wrestlers. He sends Alexander in, who ducks, holds on, though. What's he going to do? Maybe suplex if he can get him?
German
He's
suplex,
trying
I would
to.
think.
He was in perfect position for it, but he can't get Andy Shane up. There he goes. Maybe he has him this time. Yes, German suplex. And you had talked about damage to the back and to the neck. Well, that's precisely where that German suplex is going to hit.
Absolutely.
That is so much damage.
And now you know why James Alexander was working on that upper back.
Yeah, and he wanted to hit
And the
that
neck.
move. And you can see
Andy Shane's hurt.
as he was struggling to get that German suplex in, he was not going to let go until he got it, and he did.
He's hurt and he's in a lot of trouble.
What's he have him set up for now?
There might
Another
be one more big move away from putting Andy Shane away.
suplex this time again. More of a standard suplex. Snap, maybe. No, brings him
Oh,
up.
look at, oh!
Brainbuster
Landed
even.
right on the same area. That might do it. He might have the upset.
And Andy Shane just rolls that shoulder up. I thought that was it. He took the suplex.
I don't
and
think he's got a lot left.
it was supposed to go into the back. It was more of a brainbuster where he kind of dropped him on his head into that neck. Takes Shane head first into that top turnbuckle. Back suplex this time, maybe? No, putting him up.
What is he
Is he
going to
going to
do
try and
here?
do the suplex from the top rope? A back superplex, maybe?
I don't know, but if he hits this, it's over.
Oh, it's done. Not just the match, but maybe a career. Maybe this is what puts Andy Shane away for good. Back suplex
he
off
hits
the top.
This is over. Oh, Andy
but-
Shane rolled it over.
He ended up on top. He ended up on top. And he pinned James Alexander.
You want to talk about a veteran move? That's a veteran move.
He pinned James Alexander.
Your winner, Andy Shane.
James Alexander was that close to putting Andy Shane away, and at the last second, Andy Shane rolled it over.
March Mayhem at the IBC, the International Boxing Club, on Sunday, March 22nd. PowerBomb Championship Wrestling proudly presents March Mayhem. Doors at 4, bell time is 5. Plenty of ways for you to get your advance tickets because you do not want to miss out. What you want to do is get your tickets at Somerset Hall. Get them at Lucky 7. Go to PCW Excitement. There are so many ways for you to get your advance tickets for March Mayhem. We're using the word mayhem. We don't want to use that word lightly, and trust me, what you're going to see at March Mayhem is going to be absolute insane mayhem. We have the tag team titles defended. We have the heavyweight title defended. The cruiserweight title defended. Will Studd is going to be there. Mikey Smalls is there. The women, Giant Pharaoh. This guy has to be seen to be believed. And also, you're going to see at March Mayhem a battle of former tag team partners. Last time out of the IBC, or one of the last times we saw them actually challenging for the tag team titles, and now there's some sort of bitter hatred between the two of them. Justin Maine taking on James Alexander, and James, you're taking on a man that you've traveled with, that knows you inside and out. What sort of tactics are you going to employ to be able to beat Justin Maine?
See, that's right. We've traveled together. We've wrestled together all around. So, you know, I know Justin Maine a little bit. I also know I'm better than Justin Maine. Now, don't get me wrong. Justin Maine is very, very, very good. It's just that I'm very much better. So my tactic, just continue to be better.
Very, very strong words, a strong statement from James Alexander, who was looking forward to getting his hands on Justin Maine. We saw one of the last times at the IBC. You laid Justin Maine out with the pile driver. Justin Maine, medically cleared. It's going to happen Sunday, March 22nd at the IBC. It is March Mayhem. Again, your advance tickets, Somerset Hall, Lucky 7, online. Things to remember. Doors at 4, bell time is 5. Sunday, March 22nd, PCW at the IBC presenting March Mayhem.
If you're looking to raise money for your nonprofit organization, PowerBomb Championship Wrestling is here to help. We'll provide you with everything you need to raise money. You'll get 2 hours of fun and exciting family entertainment from some of the best pro wrestlers in the Midwest, and we'll promote your event on our TV and social media platforms. Charities, booster clubs, athletic departments, or any nonprofit organization can raise money with PCW. Call us at 419-265-7808 or contact us on Facebook, Twitter, or PCWExcitement.com. For good times, good food, and great service, go to Nick and Jimmy's on Monroe Street across from the mall, or Nick and Jimmy's on Lewis and Temperance. Anything from breakfast to burgers to pizza. The Cocoa House Lounge on Lewis and Temperance features deluxe sandwiches and creative martinis. The Basin Street Grill on Monroe Street west of the mall, featuring extensive appetizers and fresh seafood in a classy yet casual environment. And the Village Inn on Holland, Sylvania in Sylvania. Great food and a roadhouse atmosphere. 5 times the good times, good food, and great service. Find it all at nickandjimmys.com.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because they have the fastest lines in town.
Seaway Marketplace.
This is my store.
I buy almost all of my produce here at Seaway Marketplace for my home and my restaurant.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace Deli. has the best chicken in town.
This is my store.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because of the big selection of meat and seafood.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace, corner of Cherry and Bancroft.
Seaway Marketplace, this is my store.
Since 1905, Red Wing Shoe Company has been making purpose-built work footwear. The skilled employees in our 3 U.S. factories build over 1.2 million pairs of shoes annually. We are the largest Red Wing shoe dealer in northwestern Ohio with over 2,500 pairs in stock. Stop by our newly renovated store at 2122 North Reynolds Road. Shoes and boots that have served generations of hard-working people.
Breathe deep, the cooling air, sun setting tonight. You gotta make your mark, load up on the raw intent. One last look in the mirror. They're gonna know your name. Somebody.
March Mayhem at the IBC, the International Boxing Club. PowerBomb Championship Wrestling presents March Mayhem. Doors at 4. Bell time is 5. Tickets are available to get your advance tickets at Somerset Hall. Get them at Lucky 7. Get them online at our website as well. You don't want to miss March Mayhem because we're not kidding when we say March Mayhem. What about this? 3 title matches. PCW tag team titles. The Asian Assassins, the champions with the Modfather, taking on the challenge of Phil Atlas and Andy Shane with Dr. Jerry Graham. PCW Cruiserweight title, the Amazing Nate Madsen is challenging the Righteous Maker Rick Baker with the Modfather. PCW Heavyweight title, you getting a theme here that the Modfather's involved with everything? The Modfather managing Broderick Shaw. He got this guy a championship match his first time out as Broderick Shaw is going to take on the PCW Heavyweight title, the heavyweight champion Phil Nitro Monahan at the IBC Sunday, March 22nd at March Mayhem. You are also going to see Will Studd, Mikey Smalls, the women, and one of the individuals that they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, you're going to see this because in action at the IBC with March Mayhem is the Giant Pharaoh. Giant Pharaoh, March Mayhem, as you have a full slate of wrestlers that you're going to take on. Your thoughts on that match? So, Giant Pharaoh, can we expect you down the road to try and get gold around your waist here in PCW? Giant Pharaoh, is there any wrestler you would like to call out here in PCW? You're going to see the Giant Pharaoh at March Mayhem, Sunday, March 22nd at the IBC. PowerBomb Championship Wrestling presents March Mayhem. Bell time is 5.
Welcome back, PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. You got to see the Giant Pharaoh there again.
Once again, this guy is a freaking monster.
Did you see how he towers above Boomer? I mean, it's just ridiculous.
He's a monster, and he's a committed monster on top of it. And when you have that conviction, that makes you a dangerous, dangerous human being.
That was
in his case, he doesn't believe he's a human being. He thinks he's a man god.
Might be.
No one knows yet.
Might be.
But we may just find out.
I'm just saying. It's not bragging if you can back it up.
This guy's creepy.
Right?
This guy's creepy to the 10th
should,
degree.
You apply to that, right? It's not bragging if you can back it up.
And right now, he is backing everything out.
I mean, we have not seen him against competition in a PCW ring.
Yeah, you just step over that top rope, and you gotta be careful because your head's gonna hit a rafter. That's a scary situation. It's a big man.
And if you want to see him in the ring, you can do it in person on just 8 days away at March Mayhem at the International Boxing Club.
So what do you think he does for Halloween?
No idea.
I'm just sorry, please.
Do they celebrate Halloween in Egypt?
I don't know, but let's say he's in the States, and I don't know. I'm just picturing him walking into a restaurant on Halloween or something, or some kid knocking on a door that he happens to be at, and him answering.
Or knocking at somebody else's door.
Yeah, really.
Take whatever you want. All right, let's get you to our flashback segment, and we're going to go back to, somebody you know, Dr. Jerry Graham, Bulldog Don Kent, one of the best tag teams ever put together, and I think they had fun dishing out the punishment in this match.
Dr. Jerry Graham and Bulldog Don Kent would rather lose a match than infract upon a rule.
don't think they cared whether they lost the match half the time.
You know,
As long as they could dish out the punishment.
they yeah, as long as they got to do what they wanted to do and show how they chose to do it was all that mattered.
The the opponents, Gilbert Godoy and Rocky Guerrero.
I wouldn't say victim as much as I would say, you know.
Well, watch the match, and I'm still sticking with victim.
Lambs to the slaughter.
I'm still sticking with victim on this. Let's take a look at the tag match.
A tag team match for the WWA Championship of the World. Introducing from Tijuana, Mexico, weighing in at 245 pounds. Let's get a big round of applause for Gilbert Godoy. Godoy. And his partner from Dallas, Texas. He weighed in at 233 pounds. I give you Rocky Guerrero. Guerrero. And their opponents, the current WWA Tag Team Champions of the World. They have a combined weight of 483 pounds. First from Broken Bone, Arizona, here is Bulldog Don Kent. And his partner from New York City, the world's most intelligent wrestler, here is Dr. Jerry Graham.
No dogs allowed. Watch out. Look at that robe that Graham's got on. Sheesh.
Yeah, look at that.
Pardon?
Look at that robe.
Paying close attention to the outfit of Dr. Jerry Graham here. That set him back a few dollars. Probably of Lojo's money. That 80% that he takes.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt if he takes 90. Terry, he's a dirty rat.
Look at that. He's got a dog biscuits.
Some of the fans gave him a big box of dog biscuits.
They want the Bulldog to have some biscuits. Look at these guys. They've lost it. They're out of control. This is, I don't know, this might just serve to make them even more angry.
Yeah, I don't know. Might be a disservice to our Spanish guys there.
I think the Bulldog's going to make him pay for that. Bulldog Don Kent, one of the most brutal wrestlers ever to set foot in a wrestling ring. And of course, Dr. Jerry Graham right up there with him in terms of the reputation. Nice body slam by Guerrero. He's got the Bulldog going.
That hurt. He hurt him.
Rocky Guerrero, a young guy with a very, very bright future.
Yeah.
And he's putting some fancy moves on. Bulldog Don Kent, one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Dr. Jerry Graham, strangely quiet on the outside. That's probably a sign of danger.
I think he's just, yeah, I know it.
Here he comes.
They're going to start the dirty work.
Oh, right off the top rope with a sledgehammer. And Graham anything but quiet now. Laid in a heavy forearm on Guerrero. Another one, you can hear them pop.
You can hear him.
They do have their effect.
Graham looks unorthodox with his punches, but they really hurt.
Guerrero, though, coming back. He makes the tag to Gilbert Godoy, who takes over on the Bulldog, who also tags in. And immediately, the fans begin to bark. And the Bulldog backs into his corner. A little consultation with the Bulldog, waiting for the noise to die. Bulldog Don Kent hates the sound of the barking. Just about as much as he hated the dog biscuits. There's the collision. Godoy sends Kent down. He catches a knee, though. That's one thing about the Bulldog. He is so, so dangerous. And here comes Godoy right out of the ring. And Graham is right there. There you can see it, almost right into the camera.
He ran right into that camera.
Yeah, Graham doesn't care about a thing, does he?
He doesn't. He's
again.
He's the kind of guy you just can't stand.
He is definitely one of the most influential forces in professional wrestling today due to his own abilities. His position as co-holder of the World Tag Team Championship and manager of the World Champion, among others.
He's opened, he's bleeding.
Yeah, he's opened him up.
When he ran him into that post, he might have hit part of the camera.
Split him right open. Split him open. And they're working on that.
That camera lens must have caught him.
If not that, the post would have been enough. The tag is on again. Here comes Graham.
It looks like the type of cut though from a lid. Something like a camera lens.
And look at these guys work away at it. Well, they know when they got an advantage.
He's no good, that Graham. He's just no good.
Well, this is going to be...
He's no good.
This will be real dangerous for Godoy if this continues much longer. I don't know how much longer he'll be able to continue. If he can get there, he did it. He made it to the corner. Here comes Guerrero taking over on Bulldog Don Kent. Devastation Incorporated here, the World Tag Team Champions. The cream of the crop, the top team in wrestling.
This Rocky, every time I say something, they surprise me. Rocky looked good there for a second.
Yes, he did. The Bulldog knew he had to get in and stop that onslaught real quick.
Now, I hate to say it, but the Bulldog looks pretty good, too.
Oh, always, always.
And I don't like the Bulldog. He's a tough cookie.
Yeah, there's no denying his win-loss record. No denying that reputation. He earned that reputation.
Watch him now. Here they come out.
Rocky Guerrero tossed out of the ring. No, don't tell me he's going to do this again. Oh, right into the barricade. There's a chair. Graham and Kent, I've never seen them more brutal than they are right now. What's gotten into these two? This is something. These two have got to be stopped. They're just wreaking havoc. And Godoy. Kent, big scoop body slam. In with an knee. Bulldog Don Kent putting up with the barks from the crowd in attendance here at the beautiful Premier Center in Sterling Heights, Michigan.
He's really ending there.
Here goes Kent into the boot of Dr. Jerry Graham in the corner.
You gotta.
And now what?
Go ahead and beat
Going for that pile driver. What's Graham up to, though? Graham climbing to the top. And
that's a new wrinkle.
That is new.
That'll put wrinkles in your neck, Terry.
Absolutely. The pile driver in and of itself can cause serious injury, but when Graham, coming from the top rope, added his extra impetus to that thing.
He added his extra weight to that. You know, in a lot of parts of the country and in countries around the world, the pile driver's completely outlawed.
Yeah, that's due to the many serious career-stopping injuries that have been inflicted over the years. But Graham and Kent aren't stopping, Bruiser. This is out of control. The champions are trying to prove something. I've never seen them more vicious than they are tonight.
WWA Tag Team Champions, Bulldog Don Kent and Dr. Jerry Graham.
I guess this is what you call Bruiser Bedlam.
It's Bruiser Bedlam, Terry. Watch yourself, Terry. They'll attack you, too. I don't trust them.
Jerry Graham on many occasions. Why so extra vicious here tonight?
Daddy, this is a vicious game. This is a vicious game. It's a vicious way to stay on top, but that's the way we're going to do it. But those two guys couldn't take the heat. Get them out of the kitchen.
I don't think we're going to get too many words of wisdom out of Bulldog Don Kent. He's being hassled continuously here by the fans in attendance. This guy is losing it. The Bulldog is absolutely going crazy here.
Tell him to stop barking. You're driving him crazy.
Well, that's only going to make him do it even more. The World Tag Team Champions here, victorious in convincing fashion, to say the least. There they go, the winners, and still the World Tag Team Wrestling Champions, Dr. Jerry Graham and Bulldog Don Kent. Back to the Bruiser at ringside.
Well, I have no doubt about that. They can only push Dick the Bruiser so far. You've been ordered in no uncertain terms to stay out of it when the television cameras are on, but...
That's right. You keep waving the red flag in front of the bull, you're going to get his horn sooner or later, and I'm going to give it to him.
There's a face that's been in one heck of a lot of battles through the years, and he knows what to do, how to get it done. As we see what happened again.
Yeah, look at these dirty rats. Double teaming, one guy's hurt already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's Gilbert Godoy here as we see the last few seconds of this match.
PCW PowerBomb Championship Wrestling back at the International Boxing Club, the IBC, on Sunday, March 22nd. That's the date you want to write down. You can get your tickets for March Mayhem. Get them online at our website, at Lucky 7, at Somerset Hall. March Mayhem is jam-packed from top to bottom. The women in action, Giant Pharaoh taking on 2 wrestlers that evening. You know William Studd is going to be there. The PCW tag team titles defended. The Asian Assassins challenged by Andy Shane and Phil Atlas. For the PCW Cruiserweight title, the amazing Nate Madsen back in PCW, and he's challenging the Righteous Maker, Rick Baker. Now, the last time we were at the IBC, the massive individual known as Broderick Shaw out from the back, interfering, trying to take down the PCW champion,
Wait, just
Phil.
a minute, wait. There was no interfering. I'm not a professional wrestler. Nitro had no business trying to powerbomb me. This gentleman right here is a man of few words, but much action. He saved my life that night, and I don't care what you or any of you people out there think of me. I've secured him for his very first match here, a championship title match.
Nitro. Sunday, March 22nd. I didn't come here to play games, boy. I came here to take your title. And it's coming right around my waist. March 22nd, you're getting Shawshanked. Yeah!
I've never seen this before, where the first match that Broderick Shaw has, the first match he has here in PCW, is for the PCW heavyweight title. Phil Nitro Monahan defending against Broderick Shaw. You will see it Sunday, March 22nd at the IBC. Bell time is 5. Tickets online, Somerset Hall, Lucky 7. Cruiserweight title defended. Tag team titles defended. And of course, Broderick Shaw one-on-one with Phil Nitro Monahan at the IBC Sunday, March 22nd.
It's the Beer Stube, located at 5333 Monroe Street, the home of the NFL Sunday Ticket. Catch your favorite game at the Beer Stube. We have a brand new kitchen open daily for lunch and dinner at 11 a.m. At the Beer Stube, it's a Wi-Fi hotspot and enjoy free pool from Sunday through Wednesday and premier karaoke Wednesday night through Saturday night. It's where bar, grill, and good times come together. It's the Beer Stube, 5333 Monroe Street, online at ToledoBS.com.
Your career will occupy 1/3 of your life. Shouldn't it be fun, profitable, and secure? The Toledo Academy of Beauty has successfully trained over 10,000 graduates in the cosmetology industry. Call 419-478-6660 for a free brochure. We also offer beauty services by supervised students. Even professional wrestlers like Dr. Jerry Graham is a client. Have fun, be cool, choose the right beauty school. It's Toledo Academy of Beauty.
Somerset Bingo Hall, Toledo's premier bingo hall, 7 nights a week at the corner of Douglas, Lasky, and Tremainsville. At Somerset Bingo Hall, doors open at 5 p.m., Lightning at 6, and Series at 8 p.m. Sundays, doors open at 11 a.m., Lightning at 1, and Series at 2:30. Somerset Bingo Hall, Toledo's premier bingo hall, 7 nights a week.
If you're looking to raise money for your nonprofit organization, PowerBomb Championship Wrestling is here to help. We'll provide you with everything you need to raise money. You'll get 2 hours of fun and exciting family entertainment from some of the best pro wrestlers in the Midwest, and we'll promote your event on our TV and social media platforms. Charities, booster clubs, athletic departments, or any nonprofit organization can raise money with PCW. Call us at 419-265-7808 or contact us on Facebook, Twitter, or at PCWExcitement.com. Main event time here on PCW PowerBomb Championship Wrestling. The champion, Phil Nitro Monahan, defending his title in a rematch against Malice.
And you know what? You can say what you want about what happened at the end of this match, about what's going on there, but this was, again, just a stellar match between 2 guys that were closer than brothers. And who knows what's going to happen after this between them.
Multiple things that happened after this match, too. They go at it one more time. Nitro and Malice, our main event, here on PCW PowerBomb Championship Wrestling.
Never thought I would see this match once. I'm seeing it again. Spear from Phil Nitro Monahan, the PCW heavyweight champion, taking down his former tag team partner Malice.
They just could not wait. Could not wait.
Sean Boomer Bratton, we knew this was going to go outside. It went outside about 15 seconds in. Phil Nitro Monahan and Malice. I'm Sean Boomer Bratton, Norm Waymer. How many tables did we break the last time, Norm?
2.
Probably could exceed that number here tonight. We know they're going to brawl everywhere.
Well, you thought this feud was hot before January when they hooked up the first time. After what happened at the end of that match, where Malice got his hand raised but didn't get the title, Nitro has just been stewing.
Nitro just can't believe that a man that he has traveled all over the world with would turn his back on him like this, would enlist the services of the Mod Father of all things.
It's a fine line between love and hate.
And Nitro was more than willing to grant Malice a championship match, not knowing that it would escalate to this and it would really rip their friendship apart.
And after the Mod Father got involved, oh my gosh! Did you hear that?
I heard that. I'm still cringing.
Wow. Put that down. Put that down. That's not your title. Put it down. Oh!
Yeah, I think you're in trouble, Oddfather. I wish you just would have hauled off and swung that at him, Norm.
What's he gonna do here?
I think Malice is gonna have a seat.
I don't know, but nothing good gonna come of this.
No, not at all. Not at all. What are we gonna see? Drop hold into the chair. That's gonna cause a lot of damage.
There
and
may
the
be
chance of shorty ring out.
There may be nothing bigger than the PCW heavyweight title, but this comes close.
And again, Malice is sent headfirst into that chair, face first. Just using that drive Malice right into that mat.
Not sure the ref's going to do anything about it either.
Well, I think really when you know that you have Nitro, and we've seen this in multiple title matches with Nitro,
come on,
a little bit more leeway's involved.
My father's hiding behind the photographer.
Really wish you would have clocked him with that chair. Really wish that had happened. Sends Malice in.
I wish Lisa would have clocked him with the camera.
That's good. Shoulder tackle, Malice again down.
This is about getting a pound of flesh now. Not necessarily the 10 pounds of gold.
And we've seen Nitro in some amazing battles, whether it be with amazing Nate Matson or Lou Marconi. But man, just the emotion, the intensity, the physicality of what we've seen between these two, unmatched anywhere.
That just takes the breath out of you watching it.
And Nitro wants to inflict damage. It's not just all about walking out of here still the champion. Yes, he wants to walk out of here still the champion, but he wants to make sure that he's showing Malice who the boss is.
Yeah, but Malice is a tremendous wrestler in his own right.
Well, Malice learned so much from Phil Nitro Monahan.
And you gotta wonder, on all the years they've been up and down the road together,
and it's been quite a few.
how many times they thought, well, what would happen if? What would happen if?
And now we're seeing it. And Malice continues the attack on Nitro. That chair's still in the ring, and now Malice wants to use it.
What's left of it.
It's been pretty mangled at this point.
Oh.
And that chair right across that just big back of Nitro. And the referee kind of made an attempt to get that chair out of there, but now Malice is going to use that. He's driving it into the head of Nitro.
Yeah, the ref's just getting out of the way at this point.
I mean, really, that's all he can do. It's really all he can do.
You don't want to deprive the fans of a match.
And again, you know when you have Malice and you have Nitro, this is going to be the style of match that you see. Nitro's made a career of matches like this. I got everything on that punch. Nitro goes in, Malice ducks down, he catches the DDT.
How do you have the presence of mind to do that in that situation?
Looked like Malice was going for a backdrop, just ducked his head a little bit too soon, and Nitro catches it. Nitro's seen everything. You know, it's really hard to put Nitro in a scenario that he hasn't seen before. Very quick, able to improvise on his feet. Uses that DDT as a great equalizer. Both wrestlers almost to their feet at the same time.
Oh my God!
Got everything. 6.5 feet in the air with that boot. Then drops the elbow. He's on top. Goes for the cover.
No.
I really thought because he was so close to the Modfather that the Modfather was going to interject himself at that point.
Nitro's career has so taken off in the last couple of years, and including a tour in Germany.
He's won so many internationally recognized titles, including the PCW heavyweight title, and everyone guns for you, including your former tag team partner, who will do anything to win that title, including enlisting the services of the Modfather.
He's having fun with that chair. Oh my God!
To break a nose, an orbital bone. Who knows what damage was done with that. He's on top for the cover.
How did he kick out?
Not sure. I got everything on that punch. Brings Malice back into the corner.
It's like getting hit with a freight train.
Yeah, it really is. Now Malice doing really the only thing he can do to even things up, which is going into the eyes. A lot of discretion here on the part of the referee. Again, he's just kind of letting these guys go at it.
This is just a pure 6 brawl at this point.
And you know, if you're the referee, you kind of have to let them settle things this way.
I will say, too, that these guys have had their share of barroom brawls, too.
Yes, they have.
Generally on the same side. This time it isn't.
Brings Nitro up to his feet. Malice goes in, drives that shoulder into that middle. Nitro really with nowhere to go. And there's your headbutt. And that chair is still in the ring. I'm gonna try and position that between the second and third ropes.
Oh, of course, the Modfather's getting involved.
Oh, yeah, so the referee is trying to deal with that chair, and the Modfather into the throat of Nitro.
Cameras didn't get a good look at that. Oh! He went head first right into that chair.
So, of course, Malice goes for that cover. He's right on top of the champion.
Almost.
I thought that was it. I thought that was it.
Almost. Had a new PCW champion.
That's about as close as you get. And I'm sure at this point, Malice has to think, what more do I have to do to put away Nitro?
Well, we might find out.
Once again, putting that chair up in the corner, opposite corner this time from where it was before. Hammers into the middle.
Oh, reversal.
He stops and reverses it. And he rolls him up, Schoolboy. Schoolboy.
2, 3, got him.
He just pinned him. He reversed it and pinned him, and Nitro's still your champion.
Your winner and still PCW heavyweight champ. Give it up for Phil Nitro Monahan.
All right, we may have a little disagreement here in the ring.
Malice upset at the Modfather, throwing powder into the eyes of Malice for whatever reason.
Because he lost. That's why.
I think Malice was using him all along.
Now he's choking him with his bandana. Uh-oh.
Oh, Nitro's upset now.
Uh-oh. You know, it's one thing to fight with your brother. It's another thing when somebody else does it.
Oh, this building is erupting right now. Building is absolutely erupting.
Finally! Finally!
Wait a Norm! What's this?
What the heck is this? Look at the size of this guy.
He's bigger than Nitro.
Oh, no! Oh, my God.
He just body slammed Nitro.
Oh, and a splash. You gotta believe the Modfather is behind this.
His insurance policy, maybe?
My name's a registered copyright. Don't you even repeat my
Who
name.
is this guy?
Wouldn't you like to know? He works for me.
Well, he's discarding Malice, it looks like, in favor of this behemoth.
Oh, my gosh. After Nitro went through a match like that.
Now the homeless hillbillies are here. He's going after the homeless hillbillies.
And he's destroying them too.
Just decapitated Dick Nasty.
The size of this guy.
And Malice is still in the ring right now too. I think Malice is in trouble. Now look at that.
I'm not sure who that is.
Well, that's probably the last we're going to see of him, whoever it is.
I mean, look at the ring.
It's Mikey Smalls.
Look at this ring. Look at the carnage.
He's crashed 6 people right now.
Look at the carnage. This guy's a monster.
What are we going to see here? I've never seen anything like this.
And now they just threw powder in the face of the referee.
Well, whoever he is, the intentions are pretty clear. He wants that PCW heavyweight title.
I guess you would say that this is Plan B.
Malice didn't work, so I'm going to bring in another guy who was waiting in the wings. Who was waiting in the wings? That's why he had no problem tossing Malice to the side, Norm, because he had this guy ready to go.
And the Modfather didn't get the title.
Yet.
And maybe we should say yet.
May not have it yet. Unbelievable what we just saw.
And what does this mean for Nitro and the PCW heavyweight title?
Oh, I'm stunned right now. Nitro is still down. Now, Mikey Smalls is in there. Dick Nasty. Yeah, Malice is now getting up to his feet.
Now what?
This isn't going to continue between Malice and Nitro.
I don't know. I'm not sure this is over yet either. Is that sportsmanship?
Well, it seems like it. They didn't shake hands or anything like that, but maybe they're starting to mend their fences. Maybe, maybe both have realized that the Modfather was behind this whole thing.
Maybe it's professional respect. I wouldn't call it a reunion by any stretch of the imagination.
No, but maybe the healing can at least begin with what we just saw.
Because I'm not sure how you repair from this kind of destruction.
No, not at all. And so many unanswered questions that we're going to have to try and line up the Modfather at some point. I know our sources are going to, be talking to.
One more time for your current PCW heavyweight.
We're going to be talking to anyone we can in the office to find out who this guy is and what's going to happen with him being here in PCW. PCW, PowerBomb Championship Wrestling is back at the IBC, the International Boxing Club, on Sunday, March 22nd. It's March Mayhem, and I'm talking about pure mayhem with what you're going to see. You're going to see the PCW Tag Team titles defended. The Asian Assassins will be met by the challenge of Andy Shane and Phil Atlas. What about this for the PCW Cruiserweight title? The Righteous Maker, Rick Baker, he is now so proud to have gold around his waist. He has, of course, the managerial services of the Modfather, and he's going to be defending against the amazing Nate Madsen. Women in action, Giant Pharaoh. Oh my gosh, this man is probably the tallest man I have ever seen. He's taking on 2 wrestlers at the IBC on Sunday, March 22nd. Your main event that evening for the PCW Heavyweight Championship, Broderick Shaw, his first match ever here in PCW. He came out of the back the last time we were at the IBC. He made a statement, and now he's going to go one-on-one March 22nd with the PCW champion, Phil Nitro Monahan.
You know, Boomer, people been asking Nitro, why are you giving this guy a title shot? You know what? It's not about the title. Broderick Shaw, this is about me and you and me hurting you, putting you out. You want to make a statement, big boy? March 22nd, bring it on.
Talk about trying to take on the biggest dog in the yard your first time out. That's exactly what Broderick Shaw has done. Broderick Shaw with the Modfather. The Modfather securing him a heavyweight title shot his first time out. You're going to see that match one-on-one. Phil Nitro Monahan, Broderick Shaw for the heavyweight championship at the IBC on Sunday, March 22nd. Get your tickets at Somerset Hall. You can get them at Lucky 7. Get them online at our website. PCW presents March Mayhem at the IBC Sunday, March 22nd. Doors at 4. Bell time is 5.
Back to wrap up here, PCW PowerBomb Championship Wrestling, just 8 days out from March Mayhem. All the info is at our website at PCWExcitement.com. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter as well for all the details. Next week with the show, we'll be less than 24 hours out. We'll do a little recap of everything. You didn't catch that Pharaoh promo from last week. We'll show it to you again next week and get you ready for March Mayhem.
You don't want to miss this. You're going to see these monsters come out again. You're going to see the Pharaoh. You're going to see Shaw. You're going to see Nitro. You're going to see everyone, and it's just going to be incredible.
It's better and better and better. And as always, it's not PC.
It's PCW.
PowerBomb Championship Wrestling. We'll see you next week.
Breathe deep, the cooling air, sun setting tonight. You gotta make your mark, load up on the raw intent. One last look in the mirror. They're gonna